DADDYGVILLE'S world.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another video here on DADDYGVILLE'S world. If you guys ever go and you're on Facebook or Instagram and you see them memes that says today's generation never will understand our struggles, and you know it's a little boy blowing out a game, you know, it's NES. Well, I've always made sure my kids, I've always wanted to share some of that stuff with my kids. So, you know, we got two NESs, we got the N64, we got the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm still getting like other ones like Dreamcast. Now, I'm not buying all these systems because, oh, I like them. No, I buy them because, you know, I've had them in the past and I wanted to share some of the game experiences with my kids. That's why I bought these. I've got Pac-Man, I've got the Street Fighters, and I've got Rampage sitting right here, which I'll do videos on these other two. And it wasn't because I wanted to change them. I put Raspberry Pis and all that crap in them, which, you know, that's cool if you can do that. You know, I've seen a lot of other videos doing that, or other people doing it on video. Now, I bought these. Turn the sound off here. I bought these so I can share an experience with my kids. You know, going back to my youth of playing, you know, arcade games. And, you know, the original arcade games are monstrous. You know, if I stand up, you know, the machines are still taller than me. These ones, I'm actually sitting down on an old computer chair I just took off the back. And I just wanted to share these experiences with my kids. Well, pretty cool. You know, it was about $320 after taxes and, you know, all that. What I like about it is, you know, me and my boys, tighten that up. Me and my boys, we can go here and we can just click on it. And we can play a little bit. We verse each other, Pac-Man, all them, and which is really neat. And okay, right here, to get the game started here, is you can go around and you know, you just pick your guy, which is just one player. Now we just clicked it onto the 2-player. So let me tighten this ball up. That's one of the issues that I have with this is the balls. You know, the little joystick, they come off, so every time we go to play, I have to tighten them up, make sure they're working right and everything. So, but, you know, this ain't really a review or anything like that, but this is something pretty neat that, you know, I bought to share an experience with my kids. The only thing is when I first got these, you know, they didn't have the plastic covers on them, so the same night that I took apart, which was, I got Street Fighters and Rampage the same exact night, and, you know, we got them apart, and I was just like, what the crap? I was like, there's no protector, it's just paint. And I was just like, I don't know. So what I did, I took plastic that the bag it came out of, I slid it open, which this one here is locked down now. But, you know, the same night that I got them, I sent off a thing to Arcade1up, you know, so I can get the plastic covers, which they did send to me. It took about 3 weeks to a month to get them, but I didn't have to pay for them. It was completely free, and which is pretty cool. We can sit here, and which it's on 2-player right now, so, you know, it's a little advantage for me. Here we go. And then, which is, I really like these games. And since I've been sharing them with my kids, giving them their hit here, jab, you're down, time over, and I didn't get him because I just let it sit there. But, you know, it's got Street Fighters 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighters 2, the new Challengers, and Street Fighters 2 Super Turbo. And the reason I actually bought the game was because Champion Edition was one of my favorite games way back in the day. And I wanted to share that experience. Go back to the main menu. Hold down the first button, 5 seconds. And go right back to the main menu. But what really aggravated me is, we've only played this game, when we first got it, we've only had them about a month. When we first got these games, we only played it a couple times because we was playing the other Rampage and, all of them. But the thing is, what aggravated me so bad is we only had this thing for like 2 weeks. And it's like up here, the reason that I bought this game, like, Street Fighter 2, that works, that one works. But the Champion Edition, it was the original reason that I bought this game. As you see, you can go on here and you can click Start. There we go. Then it sends you to the menu that tells you all the controls, and you can press, go back, whatever. But what aggravated me really bad was when you would hit to go to the main game, instead of the title coming up and everything, it just went to this blank screen. And I was just like, this thing's not even 2 weeks old. I just paid over $300 for this. I was aggravated, and I was going to take it back to Walmart, but I already assembled it. I threw it away in the box and all that, and they wouldn't take it back. And, everything, because, I didn't take the whole machine in there. I called them. I said, I've already put this together. I've already paid for, everything. But I don't have the box. I can't find the receipt. Can I bring it back in? They're like, oh, no, you can't do that. It has to be back in the box, blah, blah, blah. All that crap. So I went through Instagram, because I do follow Arcade1up on Instagram. So I sent them a screenshot of it and like a little 5-second clip of, what it was doing. They sent me the email address, and then, let me take this back out of here because that really is annoying. They sent me the email address, which, when you first get it, you have the thing on the screen that tells you, do not return in the store, please contact us, stuff like that, which, I pulled them off and I threw them away, which I got the booklets and stuff. But they sent me that. I started going on there, and I was just like, I'd rather talk to a person. Well, they, so I found the number and called the place. But then I got a lady, which she was very nice. She was helpful, but at the same time, I couldn't understand her. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a language barrier. She was speaking English, but at the same time, she had we call it an accent. And but she was very nice. She was helpful. She put everything into the computer for me, and then all I had to do was go back onto the email that she sent to me, and then I just took a video clip of what it, make sure I was doing this, and there was nothing, because I don't allow drinks. This is our family room, but I turned it into a game room. I don't allow drinks or anything here. We do have popcorn, because I make popcorn in my machine over here. But, I don't allow the kids to have, like, juices or anything like that. Unless we're watching a movie, which there's a projector hanging right here, and it goes over to that wall. And we play video games and stuff like that. That's what my game systems are hooked up to, besides these ones, because, I was doing it for this video. But, rambling on, would I buy another one? Yeah. I would buy another one, because since me and my boys have been playing this, it's been fun. My boys, except my twins, though, they're 9 now. Yeah, they're 9 now. And they get aggravated because, they'll be playing it and I'll say, oh, you just got KO'd. And they're like, that's messed up. Nah, he cheated. And I'm like, how'd he cheat? But, me and my oldest boy, and, all of my kids, really, we enjoy playing this, like Rampage and Gauntlet and Joust and Defender, Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus. And this one, since it's been messed up, we haven't really played it. It's just set. The boys have played, these two a few times. But I don't want to mind messing with it until we get the thing, which Arcade1up said they was going to send it to me, so that's what we're waiting on. They did send the plastics for the machines. I'm going to do review thingies, whatever you want to call it, rambles, pretty much like this video is, on the other machines, which, they're fun. There's something to have the family do now. Like Rampage is a 3-player, my 3 boys play it. me and my twins, or me and Henry and Wanda, or whatever. Excuse me. Now, Pac-Man, we play a lot of that. I do. Which the scores, now the score on it, I know it saves this one here. We haven't played it as much, so I really don't know if the scores save and all that. Now, Rampage, I know I beat the top score, but for some reason it's not keeping top score. I put DGW as the initials and nothing, because it goes back on there as soon as I turn it off. All these machines, the projector, popcorn machine, they're all plugged into a 6 plug that sits behind this machine. That way, you know, I can just keep everything plugged in, but it's still at the same time, it's got like a little surge protector, you know, so it doesn't mess up my machines. But, oh no, you know, it's a great system. I would buy another one. I'm thinking about getting a few more, like Galaga. Wanda likes that game. I like that game. You know, and then the one I'm really waiting on is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, you know, it was supposed to be, well, released in March, then it was going to be this, and then this, and this. But they're bringing out the golf one. I'm not really into golf, so I'm not going to be buying that one. But, you know, like Mortal Kombat, these ones, these three here are the three main ones that I wanted to get first, because these three games, what's my favorite games? Now, you know, like Pac-Man, which it wasn't an arcade that we played on. Me and my dad, we'd always play on the cocktail table one, you know, and, you know, I have a lot of good memories of that with my dad, who has now passed away. And I just wanted to do something with my kids from my childhood, just like with the N64 and the NES and the Atari and PS1. You know, when we first got the NES, we got 2 of these. The other one's in the living room. This one stays in here. When we first got the NES, my kids were like, "Oh, cool, a new game system." And then when I'm like, "No, you know, that's from mine and Mommy's childhood," you know. And then we got like the Turtles, and we got Mario, Duck Hunt, you know, the gun and all that, which we played Duck Hunt like crazy. And then, you know, the only thing my kids hate though is they put the game in, they shut it down. You know, they're used to the PS3s and PS4s. You can just put the disc in, boom, starts up. They'll sit here, "I can't get it working." "Oh, it's working." They play it, but one thing that makes them mad, put this right here for a second. One thing that makes them mad is it doesn't save. You know, as soon as you die or you turn off the system, boom, you're right back at the beginning, and they're like, "That sucks." I'm like, "Well, you have to play the whole game in one." "Well, why did you do that? What was the point of these games?" And I'm just like, you know, but you know, it's like these. Now my boys, all my kids are short. I'm short. I'm only 5'2". You know, but all my kids are short. And now my boys, they're all, even though my oldest son is 12 and my twins are 8, they're all pretty much the same size. I think my twins are a little taller than my 12-year-old. But, you know, they're about the size, you know, about the height of these machines. You know, just a little over 4 foot tall. There, I'll stand up. And as you can see, you know, it comes to about right here on me. And other than that, you know, I would buy a whole nother system like this. You know, hopefully, because they did send me the protectors for all the machines, and which I've only got this one on right now. And hopefully they send me the new thing to where I can get Street Tires 2 Champion Edition working again. But other than that, you know, that's going to be this video, guys. And I know it's a long 14 minutes of rambling. Go ahead. The volume on it, it only does have 2 settings for the volume. And then right here, this is all the way up. So it is kind of loud. You know, then it's got the medium volume, and then it's got completely off. Now, one thing a lot of people do, I've seen a lot of people just shut them off. I don't do that because it kind of drives me nuts. I always make my kids go back to the main menu. There, start this for a second. Get it off the thing. There we go. I always make my kids go back to the main menu and then hit the power switch. You know, my kids come in here and their friends come in here. Boom, this is the Hangout Room, which we have a lot more games in here. We got like the foosball and air hockey and double shot basketball and game systems and all that. So everybody, when they come over, they're like, "Oh, I want to play." And then a lot of people who come out who have seen the outside of our place think it's small, but when you get in here, you're like, "Whoa, this place is freaking huge." You know, this room here by itself is like 14 by 25, and literally it's completely full. I got a weight bench and all that stuff sitting here. But other than that, I would completely buy all these again. And this is a ramble. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a video.
You're getting all hung up on imaginary problems. You gotta focus on what's real, man.